Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Leah and I just wanted to talk really quickly about the Tarte Maracuja oil. If you're like me and you're a little bit curious about it and had to look up how to pronounce it, you might be interested in this video. I did not buy the full size, I just got this little Pamper and Prep set. Because it's, I think, $60 for the full size in Canadian dollars, and that was a little bit expensive for me for something that I hadn't tried before. And instead of just using like a tiny sample pack that they might send, you know, from Sephora with an order, I thought that I would go ahead and get a little bit of a bigger size so that I could use it for a couple of days and see if this superfruit actually does something for my skin, if it's good, if it works under my makeup, if it works in warm weather, and things like that. So I did use it today. I used it yesterday as well. I'll insert a clip of me using it here if I can figure out how. You just use a really small amount, like 3 drops is what it says on the, I think I was looking at the Sephora website on how to use it. And it mixes really nicely into your skin. It's very thick compared to the other oil that I'm used to using. So here is the Pamper and Prep set. There's the Maracuja oil, there's a brightening eye treatment, as well as an H2O moisturizer. So inside, yeah, it just like comes like this here. Small little thing of oil, and the Maracuja Sea Brighter eye treatment, and the drink of H2O hydrating boost. So really nice, cute packaging, looks fairly luxe. This actually feels really good. It's a glass bottle and it has a nice dropper on top. This actually depresses and it has a very satisfying pump to it. So if you're into that, which I am, it works really well. So I just wanted to do a quick comparison of the viscosity of it. So I found it a lot thicker than the one that I'm used to using, which is from Measurable Difference. I don't know if you can see that. It's very liquidy in here. And I'll pour some on the back of my hand just to show you just kind of how, I know it's like really clear and it's hard to see, but that's already like slid down from here all the way down to here. So, ugh. And then the Maracuja one, when I just put on a small drop, starting from the same spot, it is sliding down, but it's taking quite a bit longer. Like I would say 3 or 4 times longer than the other ones. So definitely a lot thicker. And like I mentioned before, on the Sephora website, they say you just need to use 2 or 3 drops. They recommend applying it directly to the skin or mixing it in with a foundation for a really nice dewy finish, which is kind of what I'm doing. I'm sort of patting it on my skin and then just applying a little bit of the Smashbox primer there in my cheek area where I have a bunch of pores. But then right on over top, I'm just throwing on my foundation. It's mixing really well. It stayed all day yesterday. It didn't lift, it wasn't patchy. I have an oily T-zone and everything just stayed looking really good. I did set it with a little bit of powder. I'm using the Too Faced Peach Perfect. I really like this. It's really pretty, it smells good, it's very finely milled, and it sits on top of makeup really nicely. So I did use that as a setting powder sort of in my T-zone, and that did help a lot, but so far so good. Like I did use it again today. I really like it. Smell is a little bit odd. It smells kind of like Play-Doh, if you guys remember Play-Doh. It's not terrible, it's just not the nice light perfumey rosy floral scents that we're used to, which is probably a good thing. I would say that that sort of thing means that it's going to be good for most skin types, if not all skin types. And people that have, you know, sensitive skin or acne prone skin, it's not going to bother them because there's not a ton of extra scents or alcohol or things to clog the pores. I did see on the Sephora website, I'm just going to look at my phone really quickly here. And the one thing that I did read on here from a couple of the reviews is that people with acne prone skin, cystic acne prone skin, things like that, it's been like a lifesaver. The one gal was like, the Maracuja is the Maharaja of oils. I hope I'm saying that all right. But I was like, okay, that's good. I have not acne prone skin. I haven't had issues with cystic acne, but this is still something that I would really like to use, and I feel like it's probably going to be good for my skin. Okay, so from just over 2,000 reviews, it's got 4.5 stars, so that's pretty good. This is pretty new. That means that a lot of people have bought it, and of those people that have bought it and have gone on to make a review, a lot of people really, really like it. The other thing that they did mention on the Sephora website was to note, once you've tried Maracuja oil, you'll probably find yourself using it on just about everything. Fraying cuticles, cracked elbows, split ends, basically any part of you that could use a dose of superfruit. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Again, it's pretty expensive to be sort of slapping all over my body, but as recommended, you only need 2 to 3 drops. This little tiny bottle here, which I can't even see the mils on, 7 mils, is gonna last me a really long time. So the large size, even if you are using it on your hair, on your cuticles and elbows, it's gonna last you a good little while. So if that's an investment that you wanna make, if it's something that you wanna try. So I do recommend this kit. I think it was around $20 Canadian, so really reasonable. The Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost Moisturizer, as well as the Maracuja Sea Brighter Eye Treatment, both really good product. I have recently picked up a couple other things from Tarte that I'm really excited about. I got the limited edition Park Avenue Princess bronzer. I just got it because of the packaging, because that's what happens sometimes. This is a great bronzer. I have like 2 travel sizes and a full size, but like really, this packaging is so, can you see that? So gorgeous. And then of course, just the full size. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. The other thing I picked up is the full size Blushing Bride. They just had a sale. It was like buy 1, 2, or 3 and you get 10, 15, or 30% off. So of course I did that. I grabbed the blush. I grabbed the Sculptor, again also in Park Avenue Princess, the shade 2. And it's just a contouring stick like that. It's very, very creamy and it's very workable. It's very blendable. I put some on my cheeks the other day and I worked it in and it kind of disappeared a little bit. So I went over it with the Park Avenue Princess, the actual bronzer, and that seemed to work really well. I do like this for contouring my nose, and I will definitely use this to travel because I could do pretty much my entire face, eyes included, with just this tiny little stick. So nothing wrong with that. The other thing that I picked up is the Colored Clay Tinted Brow Gel. I got the shade gray because I'm blonde, and I did see, I think I saw a review somewhere that a gal used this. She was platinum, kind of like me, and it worked really well. Has a super, super tiny fine brush, which I'm not convinced is picking up a whole lot of product. I used it today with my Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Defining Pencil, which I love. This, I think it's okay. Like when I touch my brows, you can tell that there is some gel in there, but not much. So I want to wear this for a couple of days. Definitely check in at the end of the day and see if it lasts. I like the color a lot, and it really defines my brows. That tiny, tiny brush is awesome. So I know once the product is either finished or dried out, that's a brush that I'm going to clean and save and use for other things, because it really combs through your brows and gets them really full looking. So that's it for today's video. I hope if you're interested in the Maracuja oil and had any questions about it, that this maybe answered them for you. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Aloha!